In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 26, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Braves versus Minnesota Twins. The Atlanta Braves, who currently hold a 70-60 record, will be looking to gain an advantage in their 3-game interleague series against the Minnesota Twins, who are sitting at 72-58. The first game of this series is scheduled for Monday night and will take place at Target Field. This matchup promises to be a critical one for both teams as they battle for positioning in their respective divisions. The Minnesota Twins have experienced mixed results in their recent home games, splitting their last 6 contests at Target Field. Meanwhile, the Braves have encountered some difficulties on the road, losing 2 of their last 3 away games. Despite these setbacks, the Braves possess one of the most potent offenses in the league, having scored at least 5 runs in 3 of their last 4 outings. This offensive firepower could continue to shine, especially against left-handed pitching, a scenario where the Braves have consistently excelled. However, their pitcher Max Fried has struggled in recent starts, surrendering 15 runs over his last 4 appearances. In particular, he has found it challenging on the road, giving up 9 runs in his last 3 road starts. This could pose a problem as he faces a Twins team eager to capitalize on his recent woes. On the other hand, the Braves' offense has not been at its best lately, scoring more than 3 runs in just one of their last 6 games. This offensive slump may persist in this game, especially against Bailey Ober, who has been outstanding on the mound for the Twins. Ober has allowed only 7 runs in his last 5 starts, and in his recent home outings, he has been particularly effective, giving up just 4 runs over 3 games. He is likely to stifle Atlanta's offense once again. As a longtime supporter of the Braves, I still believe they have the potential to challenge the Phillies in the division race as September approaches. However, the Twins are also in a tight race of their own, and with Bailey Ober's strong performances, especially at home, I expect him to deliver another solid outing. Additionally, the Twins' offense could come alive in this game, making the Minnesota Twins money line our full game side pick. When looking at the statistics, the Braves are currently averaging 4.28 runs per game overall, with a slightly higher average of 4.52 runs per game on the road. In their last 3 matchups against the Twins, they managed to average 4.33 runs per game. However, with Minnesota allowing only 3.6 runs per game in home starts by Bailey Ober, it's likely that the Braves will struggle to reach their average in this game. On the other side, the Twins are averaging 4.88 runs per game overall and 5.07 runs per game at home. Despite this, they averaged only 1 run per game in their last 3 meetings against the Braves. With Atlanta's Max Fried allowing just 3.23 runs per game in road starts, the Twins may find it difficult to generate enough offense to push the total score over. Historically, the Braves and Twins have played low-scoring games, with their last 3 meetings all finishing under the projected total. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Chicago White Sox. As we approach the final week of August, there's a lot of thrilling baseball action to anticipate, including a highly intriguing matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. This American League Central face-off pits 2 teams with very different objectives. One is desperately clinging to its dwindling playoff hopes, while the other is trying to avoid the dubious distinction of being one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball history. This game offers plenty of drama as both teams look to close out their seasons on a positive note. Both squads are already looking ahead to the future, albeit for different reasons. The Tigers, who are just 2 games under .500 for the season, find themselves 8.5 games out of the final wild card spot in the American League. Despite their competitive record, the playoff picture looks grim for Detroit. On the other hand, the White Sox are dangerously close to cementing themselves in the annals of modern baseball history for all the wrong reasons, coming into Sunday with a dismal .238 winning percentage. Chicago's season has spiraled out of control, with little offensive firepower to speak of. While pitcher Davis Martin can keep them in the game for a short while, the Tigers clearly have the upper hand in this contest. The Tigers have been on a roll lately, winning 7 of their last 10 games. They've dominated this series so far, winning the first 3 games, and they appear poised to complete the sweep of the White Sox on Monday night. Detroit's lineup has been firing on all cylinders, led by their promising young star, Kerry Carpenter. Even a small number of runs might be too much for the White Sox to overcome, as they rank dead last in runs scored, trailing even the 29th-ranked Miami Marlins by a significant margin. Although Ty Madden will be making his MLB debut for the Tigers on Monday, he should find comfort facing what is essentially a minor league level lineup from Chicago. While Davis Martin has performed admirably in limited opportunities for the White Sox this season, his efforts are unlikely to offset the team's numerous shortcomings. The Detroit Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Detroit has seen the overhit in 67 of their 130 games this season, with a 67-59-4 record going into Sunday's action. The Tigers rank 23rd in runs per game, averaging 4.14 runs per contest, and their games have averaged a total of 8.31 runs this season. When playing on the road, Detroit has averaged 4.12 runs per game, with an average total of 8.06 runs per game. Meanwhile, the White Sox entered Sunday with the under-hitting in 65 of their first 130 games, posting a 65-58-7 record. Chicago is dead last in the majors in runs per game, averaging a mere 3.10 runs per contest. Their games have averaged a total of 8.23 runs per game this season. That average slightly increases to 3.17 runs per game when they play at home, with an average total of 8.01 runs per game as the home team. With 2 below-average offenses and a revolving door of pitchers, it's difficult to envision a high-scoring affair in this one. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays vs. Seattle Mariners. The Tampa Bay Rays, who currently hold a record of 65-65, have been a team that consistently exceeded expectations in recent years. However, in 2024, they seem to have come back down to reality. With stronger teams emerging in the American League East, the Rays are now facing the possibility of missing the playoffs for the first time in several seasons. This represents a significant shift from their recent successes, as the competitive nature of the division has made it increasingly difficult for them to keep pace. On Monday, the Rays will begin a new series against the Seattle Mariners, who are sitting at 66-65. The Mariners have been steadily building a solid roster over the past few years, but recently they've struggled to maintain their momentum. This lack of consistency puts them in danger of a major collapse, which could ultimately cost them a spot in the postseason. Both teams are walking a tightrope, and this upcoming series will be crucial in determining their playoff fates. Neither the Rays nor the Mariners have performed at their peak in 2024. When the two teams faced off back in June, the Rays managed to secure a 2-1 series victory at home, but this upcoming series is just as unpredictable. Both teams are precariously close to falling out of playoff contention, making every game from here on out critical. That being said, the Mariners do have a strong home record, boasting a 39-27 mark so far in 2024, which could give them an edge in this series. Throughout the second half of the season, I've been consistently fading the Seattle Mariners due to their inability to generate runs and their overall lack of inspiration on the field. However, the Tampa Bay Rays, despite their struggles, remain a formidable opponent. The Mariners are currently only 4.5 games behind in the American League West, and if they want to keep their postseason hopes alive, winning this series at home is absolutely essential. Additionally, Bryce Miller has been a standout performer this season, particularly at home, where he holds an impressive 2.09 earned run average and has limited opposing batters to an average below .200. Given these factors, one could argue that the Mariners should be favored more heavily in this matchup. With Miller averaging 6 innings per game in his last 8 starts, the Seattle Mariners' money line is our full game side pick. The confidence in both starting pitchers is well-founded, and both teams have strong bullpens to back them up. This, combined with T-Mobile Park's reputation as a pitcher-friendly ballpark, it ranks last on the StatCast Park Factors leaderboard, leads me to support the under on the total runs scored. When these two teams last met in June, the Rays won 2 out of 3 games at Tropicana Field, with 2 of those games totaling 7 runs, and the third resulting in a decisive 11-3 victory for Tampa Bay. Given the ongoing offensive struggles for both teams, I expect runs to be at a premium in this series as well. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.